Going on YouTube? So today we're going to go ahead and jump into this right away. We're going to upgrade the interior a little bit. Not really anything too crazy, but we do have some seat covers here from Kustom Interior or Extreme online stores where you can find them as well. And then we're also going to be throwing these in, which if you don't know what these are, they're pretty much just door reflectors. Right now they're red, but I want to go with that all black interior finish, kind of just make it all tie together really nice. Since I have like virtually no other red on my car. So we'll go ahead and jump into this here and yeah, we'll get started. So here's the seat covers. It's honestly going to be pretty self-explanatory here. Again, they're from Kustom Interior. You can find these on Extreme online store. But here's what they are going to look like. I'll go ahead and unwrap them and get you a little bit of a better close-up here on them. And just to jump straight into it, so here's what they look like, of course, outside of the packaging. But what we're going to need to go ahead and install these is pretty much just a flathead screwdriver and a 15mm ratchet wrench there. That'll be used to take out the seats. Of course, you don't necessarily have to. You can do it without taking them out, but it honestly, in my opinion, makes it way easier. And then of course I'm using a light because it is nighttime. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so first what you're going to want to do is go ahead and take that flathead screwdriver that you got, and then you're going to pry this little clip right here. So you're going to go for the small circle, and you're going to essentially just stick it right here, and then you're going to pop that out. If I can get to it. Like that, and then you're just going to pull this out. As it's simple as that. And then once you have this pin out right here, you're just going to slide this forward, and there you go. You'll have access to these bolts right here, and this is going to be, again, this is going to be 15mm that you'll use to go ahead and undo this. Now you can go ahead and move the seat all the way back. That way you just have the most room, of course. But we'll go ahead and get these taken off here. Okay, so now that we got the front bolts undone, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and move the seat all the way forward and then push this forward as well. That way you have the most room back here to get these bolts undone. So we're going to go ahead and take this bolt right here and then this bolt down here out, and then we will get into how to unplug it, since this one does have the memory seat, like electric seat function. Now that we have all the bolts undone, what we're going to want to go ahead and do is undo this. That way we can go ahead and take out this seat without, damaging any at all as far as that goes. So we'll go ahead and unplug this, take the seat out, and then we can go ahead and jump into actually getting the actual seat covers installed. Just so you are aware of what to do, there's going to be a little tab in this part where my thumb is right there, which is going to be this little piece right here, which you'll go ahead and just push that in. I had to use a flathead screwdriver to push it in, but once you push it in, you'll be able to take this apart real easily, and then from here we can take it on out. So now that we have the seat out of the car, we're really just going to start with the bottom portion of the seat cover. So you're gonna want to basically slide it on there. Make sure you have this opening on the side here. That way you can still access the controls and everything. There's kind of what it looks like there, where there's that little opening. But what you'll want to do is slide this on there, and then you'll push these right here. These will go through the back, and I'll jump to what that looks like here in just a second. And then of course you'll kind of put this in between the seat and the seat belt, and then you'll slide this down in there, and you'll be good on that end. Here's the bottom installed. Doesn't really look too different, but you can tell it's a lot less cracked. And then just to kind of show the back where I push those little plastic pieces in, here's what that looks like down here. So as you can tell, it's really just there for extra support to hold that in. So as you can see, there are these straps here. Now you're going to do this at the end, because when you put the top part on, you're going to have more of these to pull out. So if you do it now, it'll cover it. So what you'll want to do is just kind of wait, put the top one on, pull more of these things out, and then we can go ahead and clip it up. Now that we've done the bottom part of the seat cover, we'll go ahead and do the top. So really all you're gonna do is just push this down. You'll muscle it down to the bottom, and it'll fit really nice and snug. And then from there, you're really just going to connect these metal pins here, or clips, and you'll connect them to the part that is on the bottom. So those will be in the front, these are in the back, and you'll just like attach them to each other. And then you'll pull 3 more of those little plastic guys through. That way it has all that support there, keeping it from, sliding back off. And then lastly, you'll go ahead and buckle these up. This one will go down there with that one. Okay, so again, you'll have 3 more of these that you'll have to push in between that gap. Now I found the best way to do this is to kind of just push the seat a little forward. You don't have to click it in place, that'll make it a little bit harder, but if you just kind of keep it forward a little bit and push those in as it's like this, it makes it a lot easier to push them through. So you'll push them through, and then I'll show you kind of what it looks like on the back side, and then we can go ahead and attach those two hooks and get it buckled in. Currently, I do have my seat leaning against that wall so you can get a better idea of what everything should look like. So once you go ahead and shove those plastic things through that wedge, this is kind of what it should look like here as far as that goes. Now this keeps them basically from, again, moving and the seat cover sliding off. So now that we have that done, what you'll want to go ahead and do is take these from the back and connect them to the ones up front over here. So I'll jump to what that looks like done. So here's what everything should look like. Here's what those hooks are going to look like connected from the front to the back. And then here it is buckled in. So these two sides are buckled in. That's why you want to make sure that everything down here looks good before you do this. And then now all we really need to do is put the seat back in the car and then bolt it back down and put those covers back on, and of course plug it back in, and we'll be all set. Here's what they look like before we put them in the car. I think they look great. It definitely kind of revives the interior a little bit and gets rid of all those like leather cracks that are very apparent in a lot of these cars just because of their age alone. But yeah, this is what they look like here. I think they look great. We'll go ahead and throw this back in the car, and I'll skip to when that's done. So here we go. This is going to be the seat covers installed. This is all nice and back bolted down strongly. I think it looks sick. It gets rid of, for me personally, it gets rid of those little red accents, which I know a lot of people enjoy, but I very obviously have little to none. So I think it looks great. Kind of brings the whole interior together. So this is pretty good to me, and I think it looks awesome. Again, I'll include all of the links and information down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this little tutorial. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as long as that's all, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. So any and all support is greatly appreciated. Again, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day.